Hello everyone, Joanne with stampinginthevalley.stampinup.net, and welcome to my craft room. I'm excited to be here with you this week because I am featuring the gold and rose gold metallic specialty paper right here. When you place a $35 order with me until the 15th of October 2022, you will receive a package of this paper for free. I might have, last night, I can't remember, on my live that I did, my Facebook Live, I can't remember, I might have misspoke and said a $50 order. It's actually with a $35 order for this paper. And then from the 15th to the 31st, if you place a $50 order, I send you a pack of these Fun Flower Resin Shapes, okay? So those are my specials for this month, but I know you're going to absolutely love this card. The other thing that I have going on is my card class, and it runs until the end of this week. You can sign up. These are all fancy fold cards. The card class is $40. You get enough material to put together 2 of each card plus envelopes. They're all fancy fold. Look at this Z fold. I'm going to go ahead and emboss that for you, but of course the embossing folder is an add-on if you would like to. Look at your add-ons. You can add on your bundle, and you can add on, I think, stylish shapes and this embossing folder on this one. Now remember, if you add something on, I do not charge shipping or tax. So like if it's $30, then that's what you pay, is $30. Look at this cute side step, right? We're going to make that together, and I put that on the back. Cute. And I send you all the material to put together each and every card in its envelope. Watch, this is a pinwheel card. This is so much fun, but it's almost like it's a progressive flip. Okay, isn't that awesome? Isn't that fun? So much fun. So this to register for that class ends I think it's at the end of the week. Let's see, yes, on the 15th at 12 midnight. So you have till then to sign up. Let's look at the cards that I've done this with, using this beautiful gold and rose gold. You can see the deviation, and look at right there, especially that rose gold with this cherry cobbler. Oh, it's so pretty. I got these poinsettias from the Merriest Frames. This is a hybrid set. It has a stamp set, frames, and an embossing folder. I'm also using let's see, just out here, I'm using just my Christmas season stamp set. There's no sentiment with this one. And then I'm using, for the sentiment, the Christmas to Remember right here. This was a big suite in last year's mini catalog, the Christmas mini catalog, or holiday mini catalog, whatever you want to call it. And now it's broken up into the catalog. So that's Christmas to Remember. So right here on page 44 and 45, okay, this is where this set is. This might be something that if you don't have it, you really want to add it to your collection, because you never know when it's in the catalog, they might retire it. I've had an enormous amount of fun with this collection. I did a mega class with it last year, and it was absolutely wonderful, and honestly, I'm still using this. I am still using this set. I love it. It pairs with the seasonal label dies, but like I said, these poinsettias I got from the Merriest Frames. Okay, here's my host code. If you place an order with me, please use the host code right there for the month of October. So I'll take that away. Thank you. If you forget, that's okay. I can call Stampin' Up and they'll add it for me. Okay, now this is one of the cards. I did this last night on my Facebook Live. Isn't that pretty? And I don't remember. I was afraid after I got off of my Facebook Live that I might have said this paper was with a $50 order, and it's not. It's with a $35 order. I might have misspoke. I wasn't sure, and I really haven't had time to go back and look at the video. But isn't that cute with the jars? That's our jars of flowers. Just a little kind of farmhouse look, right? On that one. And then I did this with the spruced up bundle. Little embossing there. We're going to do some embossing today. Cute, right? Just adorable. All right, now, so we're going to, when we emboss, we use some Versamark. I have this tag right here from the seasonal label dies. Let's take a look at those. Because in here, and mine are just thrown in here, absolutely, seriously thrown in here. But there's all these labels. And they can layer. You can put this one like this. You've got this big one here. You can put this one in here. There's all kinds of ways to use these labels. And this one too, right here. This label's really, really nice like that also. But there's boughs, and what I love about this set is the pine cones. See, it goes with the Christmas season right here, and it does the pine cones. I love pine cones. I have yet to put this on a magnet board, but because of the pine cones, I am going to. When things in this place go on a magnet, then they stay forever. So, because I like them that much, right? Okay, so with this, though, like I said, the poinsettias I got from the Merriest Frames, which you're going to see me do another card this week with the Merriest Frames, but I love the poinsettias, and this was just absolutely perfect. I embossed with this note, that musical note embossing folder. I'll link it below for you. I know it's not called that. I forget what it's called. But it's a very, very pretty embossing folder, especially for the holidays, I think. And then inside, just a little Merry Christmas and a little poinsettia down here. So I liked layering the rose gold, the gold, and the rose gold. These are rhinestones, actually, and I colored them with my cherry cobbler, dark cherry cobbler blends. So if you have blends and you don't have a lot of embellishments, you can always just order some basic rhinestones. They're $6, and you can color them and make them any color you wish. Let's go ahead and put our poinsettias. I've already cut them out, but let's go ahead and put them together. I am going to use, on the little ones, in my paper pumpkin, we get these teeny tiny little glue dots, and I love them. Some people don't, but when you can use a regular size if you'd like. But here I've cut the rose gold. Let me show you that in the Merriest Frames. This is already on a magnet sheet, a little tight in here because I had to put it on two. There's so much in here. Look at that. So here's these poinsettias right here, and you know I love this. I did a class on this. I did a red and white card class on that last year. It came out so pretty. But anyway, that's where I got the poinsettias from. So let's go ahead and get some glue dots. When I'm working on a surface like this, because it is glittery, I don't like to use liquid glue. You could probably put a little bit of seal, but I like a glue dot actually. So this, I did cut the big one out in rose gold. Then the next size smaller I did in the gold. And then the next size I did in rose gold. And this is where I'm going to put the little glue dot. So right here. And I've just like alternated my petals to make a really, really pretty poinsettia that is just as shiny as can be. Let's go ahead and put that to the side, and let's put this one together. I can't believe it's almost the middle of October, guys. I just, like, September flew by, and then all of a sudden now here we are here, and I'm like, wow, the holidays are going to come, it's going to snow, it's going to, you know, yeah, it's going to be everything. I'm sorry, there was a little gnat right there. I love the two colors together. So pretty, right? Now for the inside, I just did a small one and then a teeny tiny one. This one's rose gold and that one's gold. And I'm just going to place this right here, and I'll just have my little elements put together. You can easily do this, just cut everything and then put it together. Very, very, very easily. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the inside of the card, and I'm going to use the From the Christmas to Remember, like I showed you in the catalog. This is on page 45. I'm going to use Merry Christmas up here. I'm real traditional when it comes to Christmas. I'm going to do that in cherry cobbler, and I love the cherry cobbler and garden green together. That's two of my favorite colors for Christmas. So I ink this up. And let's make sure, let's see if we've got that straight. Remember, we always have side two, straight down and up. Perfect. And now let's go ahead and glue down our little poinsettia. I'm going to use some, I'm going to use my Tombow with that. There we go. I might be coming, oh, there we go. I was going to say it might be coming to the end of this bottle. I go through a lot of Tombow. It is my glue of choice, but of course whatever you like is good for you. I'm going to put this little poinsettia right down there. And now let's go ahead and bring in our card base. It's Cherry Cobbler, 8.5 by 4.5, scored at 4 1/4. It'll open like that. And we're just going to go ahead and put this on the inside of the card. And this is Very Vanilla. I'm using Very Vanilla a lot with the gold and rose gold. I don't know why. I guess my eye just likes what that combination of color looks like together. There we go. I love wiggle room. Don't we love wiggle room? Okay, so that's that. And then now it's really bothering me because I want to tell you what that embossing folder is called. Let me find it in the catalog over here really, really, really quick. Right? Here we go. Merry Melody 3D. Merry Melody 3D embossing folder. Isn't that so pretty? Just beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and glue that here on the front of the card with some Tombow, and it's embossed, so we want to add a little bit more glue. I always say it's like gluing down an English muffin. You have to get the glue in the nooks and crannies. Now everything that I've used here will be listed below in a supply list if you'd like to place an order, and of course you'll get the, with $35 you get the paper, the gold and rose gold, for free. Okay, so now we have this completed, and let's go ahead and stamp our envelope. Oh, I love stamping envelopes, don't you? Christmas season is what I'm going to use, and I didn't know what to do when I got this. I didn't know what to do with this stamp. So I decided that berries would look fantastic around it, just because I can. Now I'm on photopolymer stamps. See, one of those stamps is red rubber and one's photopolymer, so I'm going to use my matte. And let's get some garden green here. If you notice, I'm saving the embossing to the end. Little garden green right here. And then I'm just going to take these little dots, almost like outside on my trees. Some of them have, on my bushes I should say, some of them have red berries. So I'm just going to kind of stamp this around, just kind of simulating red berries on a bush. So I thought that looked really pretty cool on that, right? I think it looks great with it, you know, just the greenery. Oh, did you see what I did? I went into the cherry cobbler. Clean that off really quick. I have my chamois to the side. There we go. And that's where I always just, I even just put my stamps in it when I'm done stamping, just so that they kind of sit in the water. I don't want any overlap, so that's why I'm turning this with our little dots there. I think this will come out good coming down through here then, right? There we go. I love it. Absolutely. All right, let's put this to the side, and I'll put that over here out of harm's way, right? Anytime we have ink open, it could be in harm's way, right? Of making some type of a disaster. All right, let's move this to the side. Let's bring this piece in right here. And again, this was cut with the seasonal labels. And where did I put that embossing buddy? I know I've got it right here. Okay. So you want an embossing buddy, okay? And if you don't have one, you can take baby powder or cornstarch and put it in a little sock, and like an old sock, and just tie a rubber band around it, and it'll do the same thing. What this does is take your oils from your fingers and anything that can stick to the cardstock. It kind of makes it like static free, or as best it can. I'm going to use this beautiful saying, "Love and joy come to you, and may it last the whole year through." Isn't that pretty? Again, from the Christmas to Remember set. So like I said, if you don't have this set, you can almost look over it because it's not in a bundle anymore. So I'm going to ink this up with Versamark. Versamark is a clear sticky ink, okay? It stays wet for a little bit. We're going to attempt to stamp this right here in the center. Here we go. Now this I'm going to let sit on here with not much pressure, but I'm allowing the Versamark to kind of saturate itself into the cardstock. There we go. And I know by even looking at that, you can see it, right? With the Versamark, that clear ink, you can see it. So I know I've got a good stamp. I'm going to close that. And I'm going to bring in my gold embossing powder. Now this little container, every time I use this, I get questions about it. It's just a crayon container from Walmart. Or actually, I can list it on Amazon, and you can click on a link and shop my Amazon link for it. And I can list that below for you. They are crayon containers. And then the spoons are ice cream spoons. And I can list those also from Amazon below. If you shop my link, I appreciate it. There you go, right? Okay, now, I've learned to cover this. You know, because I'm going to use the heat tool right here. I'm also going to get out a pair of tweezers. Now we have an entire set that I'll link below. It's got the tweezers, a little dish in it, and the embossing buddy. I'll also put that in your supply list if you'd like to order it, if you don't already have it. Oh my goodness, don't you love to, look at that, look at that. We're turning into magic, aren't we? I love to emboss. You know, a long time ago, years ago, when I first started, I was scared to death of embossing. I mean, like, I would just like stay away from it. I was like, oh no, I'm not doing that. And then I realized that, hey, you need to do that because it is just so pretty. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. Okay, so now on this absolutely gorgeous front of the card, we're going to go ahead and place this with dimensionals. I pulled out my minis. So I'm going to just put 4 dimensionals here. And we're going to place this on the inside, on the middle of the front of the card. We've already got our inside done. So right here. And then I'm going to take my poinsettias. Now, I don't want to put my dimensional right in the center. I'm going to offset a little bit because I want my poinsettia to have enough room to come down on my tag, just a little bit. So I'm just going to offset it just a little bit. I'll show that to you right there. Just offset from center so that I put this right here. Oh, perfect. Now this is coming together really, really well, and I'm going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to like put it here. I'll offset it on this side. This is coming together really well, but it's almost like blending into itself, you know? And watch what happens. I mean, it's gorgeous, okay? It's absolutely sparkly, gorgeous, and beautiful. But watch what happens when I take my blends and I add it to my rhinestones here. I'm going to use the medium size. And I'm just going to do 2. I'm normally not an even number person, but we have, what's going on here is we've got 3 elements there, and then 2 is 5 as far as I'm concerned, so I'm still on an odd number there. But if I was sprinkling these, I would do 3. So look at how beautifully that colors our rhinestones. So if you have blends, you have every color, you know, of rhinestone that you need, right? If you have a collection of blends. I'm going to put this right here. And what this does, as you can see when I add it, it ties from here, okay? It ties this cherry cobbler right into the entire card. That's amazing, right? How one little embellishment, I think, can really make it. And there we go. Isn't that so pretty? So there's, you know I've used a few sets with this card. absolutely well worth it. And but it's the rose and rose gold paper that is making this card. So if you have even any kind of poinsettia dies, this paper would be fantastic with it. Thanks again for watching, everyone. And remember, there's links below to place your order for my card class. I have a PDF website store if you want to purchase just any of my PDFs. They're $5. And there are my Amazon links down there also. You can join Paper Pumpkin. You can become a demonstrator, join my team. That's all down there. When you click that little more button, you'll see everything drop down for your convenience. Thanks again for watching, and happy crafting.